Welcome to This Hurts You More Than Us, an opinionated podcast
where two assholes talk shit. Welcome to the show. This is Chris Cowan with LooseRealityInc.com. I am hosting this very first episode of the podcast along with my best friend, my hetero life mate. This is
Brad,
just
Munyan, just Brad,
I guess. Brad. All right, so this podcast is mainly just about Brad and I being very socially awkward and hating everything.
It pretty much, yeah. It's about that slow intake of just as you get old, you start to just despise everything as it changes. That's it, really.
The process of everything getting a little bit better in life. Somehow we hate it at the same time.
Right, it makes it a little bit better, but also makes it worse because then I have to put my email in for something else.
I've got to sign into another application.
Right. Yeah.
Your vacuum cleaner doesn't. I mean, it's a smart vacuum. Okay, I get it. It's smart, but it doesn't need a login.
Right. I could also give 2 Roombas 4 knives and hope the best turns out.
Dude, if you get one of those little Chihuahua pets, they sit on top of those things. You seen the
Chihuahua?
video? No, not
like a dog.
the little Chihuahua, like cats. Kitties, wow.
Chihuahuas are dogs.
Yeah, I know that. You don't know what I'm talking about? The hairless cat.
Sphinx.
Sphinx, yes,
Yeah.
okay.
Chihuahua cats. Hold up. Hold up.
Here we go.
We gotta go back to the point that you thought. You didn't know they had names.
I know they have
You
names.
called them
I couldn't
Chihuahua cats.
I couldn't think
Okay.
of exactly what I was
All
talking
right.
about. All right, well,
All right.
this is a good start.
Chihuahua cats sitting on Roombas.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the intro of our show.
This is going well. It's already gone downhill for me. When are you going to embarrass yourself?
It's an eventuality.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. We're both socially and not socially. You're a lot more social than I am.
Yeah, but it's different.
You kind of just sit in a corner and collect praise.
Right, I'm social when I have to be, and if I don't have to be, then I'm just not. Like that's
Me trying to get you to leave the house is a difficult.
no. Like my wife tries to get me to go to like she doesn't try, and that's the thing. She just knows that I don't have to go to like birthday parties for kids I'm not related to, or like shit like that. Like I just don't do that kind of stuff. I go to work and I'm very personable at work. I build a nice rapport.
You get a lot of friends from work.
And yeah, I have
One
no
got lost
problem
in your
making
car.
friends. I just choose not to put myself in front of people because they fucking suck.
Yeah, they do suck. Even when I was married with comedian, she always, I don't remember if you remember this, but if she knew that her and the kids had to do something that day, she'd wake me up, say, all right, we're leaving, bye-bye. They ain't taking me. I'm not going anywhere. And if I did, they'd be like, all right, we're going to do this. They would give me a reward for coming out to hang out with them. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe you get to go to Sonic or something.
There's just not Sonic around here, I wish.
Oh, there is now.
There's one in Dundalk, too.
And you're old.
Yeah.
So you don't know that there's not Sonics around here. There is Sonics around here. They have them around now.
So, anybody not on the East Coast, Sonic's is a restaurant, fast food. It's not on the West, is it?
I don't think so.
It's like our Jack in the Box.
Yeah, it's a stoner.
It's definitely
Fast
so.
food joint.
Whoever
need tater tots.
Well, no, whoever invented that that menu had to be high. Like, all right, the drink list is like they have like 1,200 different combinations of drinks.
Yeah, and they're all Frosties
And
frozen ice drinks.
And 1,300 of them are fucking limeades. Cherry limeade. Get a strawberry limeade. Or how about an iced tea limeade?
Oh.
Yeah, whatever. But they also have like tots and breakfast all day long.
Yes.
Everything's covered in cheese or like imitation sausage. It's fucking it's great food. I love it.
What kind of
sponsor us?
Yeah, go for us. 'Cause we love you. Anybody sponsor us. Anybody? Nobody? No.
I don't want Sonic to take that as a derogatory. I love Sonic.
Oh.
All right, so this is an old man thing. I don't even know what really to talk. Like, there's so many things that make me angry.
Your TV is currently a screensaver that's advertising movies.
Yeah, for no reason. That's a perfect. There we go. There's a good
Your screen is straight up advertising Blitz to me.
I have an. I guess it's Korean. The ONN.
That's the sponsor. That was my sponsor. That was my sponsor. ONN.
Okay. Well, ONN, they're one of the Roku TV manufacturers, or literally as it's just sitting doing nothing, it's like, hey, let me advertise Ordinary Joe to you from NBC. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. I obviously don't watch that shit.
Or else they know.
They should know that I don't. With all the watching that these motherfuckers do, like, they should know I don't watch that. They should advertise proper things. Like, take a hint from Zuckerberg. He advertises the right shit all the time.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't search it.
You were talking about watching that video of Brendan Fraser, like him being talking to the ABC or something, and you said it showed up in your phone the very next day on Facebook.
Next day.
Like, hey, I heard you were talking about this.
There was totally this video. Like, I randomly come across a video and I mention it to a person, and then it's like, oh, it pops right back up on my phone. Strange. But no, like, why does my TV have to advertise shit to me that I'm already watching?
Did you have to sign in with an app to use this?
Yeah, not an app. I did have to put in an email and set a password, and like I have to do that with every time I put in a Roku TV in my house. It's like, iSense other Roku TVs. Do I need to connect to that one? Like, bitch, just be a TV.
I have light bulbs in my house that I have email addresses.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I have light bulbs, okay? I am a very smart and tech savvy person, and my whole apartment or house or whatever you want to call it is. Toot?
Yeah, toot. You're tooting.
Oh, tooting my horn.
I'm a very tech savvy person.
He's very good at vacuum heating.
Heating. I do.
What HVAC?
Yes.
I couldn't think of what HVAC stood for.
You're very good at heating? Up to 98.6 degrees. Yeah, I can heat anything.
Okay, so the house it's got light bulbs. It's got one of those things that every house has got light bulbs. Smart light bulbs.
This house has light bulbs.
He's such a dick. Such a dick. He's so many dicks.
Oh, shit.
You know, guys, this guy chose me to be his best man. I don't know why either. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I don't...
It was the best out of best.
Yep. I was also his best man when I was in my early 20s and couldn't afford... I actually think I was 20 and I couldn't legally drink out at bars. And we went to strip clubs.
Yes, we kind of left him out in the cold. You went into the strip club.
I got into them because
You got to see titties at 18. Come on. Some guys don't
see
titties at
18. I wasn't 18.
Well, whatever. And okay, well, I knew you at 20, so I knew you were seeing titties.
And we grew up in the Glen, Burnie, Pasadena area. We've been seeing titties
for a long time. Yeah.
Bitches in Glen Burnie and Pasadena show their titties for fucking
Taco Bell
for Cookie Monster pajamas. Give a bitch a pair of Cookie Monster pajamas.
Is there a story behind that?
No, just every chick you see walking to 7-Eleven at fucking 11
3 a.m. in a onesie
or 11:30 when you know she should be at school or at work, but she's going to get a pack of Newports and a Slurpee.
Newport 100s and a Slim Jim.
Yeah. In her Cookie Monster pajamas and her orange Crocs. So no.
Oh my God, I cannot stand how many people wear Crocs outside the house. Like, I don't even own a pair of Crocs. I never would. Those are the ugliest things I've ever seen.
Dude, I wouldn't wear them either, and it's just like, my youngest started wearing them because they were bought for him, and he fucking loves them.
No.
I don't know what to do about it.
You gotta stop that and nip that in the bud. Like, that's right. You gotta jump on.
But then I recently learned that, like, you know those little accessories you can put in the Crocs? What? They have little things you can put in the holes, like buttons.
Oh my God.
Like display things. It could be like a pickle or like a taco or like, yeah, dude, they're called like giblets.
They have a name.
Or giblets.
It's just like something like
Giblets
5 and
or
below.
Giblets, dude, it's so stupid.
This is
that
I'm hurting.
It's so stupid that it's smart because it makes so much money. They were like, let's sell shoes with holes in them, and then sell shit to fill the holes.
Oh my god.
It's like when Apple was like, we're gonna take away the headphone jack and then sell
you a Bluetooth.
Like, yep, same shit.
We're just gonna put the name Dre on it.
Yep.
Then you'll buy it. He knows how to.
It's a dongle. Everyone likes something that ends in ongle.
Yeah. From. I know that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't like dongles. We were earlier going to film this setup, record this podcast, and what did we forget? A dongle.
A dongle.
A dongle. I had to drive back to my house in Pasadena. It's 15-20 minute drive just to get a dongle. Because the computer I come with is like, I've got enough space.
Well, we were smart and tried to start a podcast with the tablet PC.
It's not a tablet. It's a Surface Pro.
I said tablet PC.
For
that's
artists.
Exactly what I said, and that's exactly what it is. Prove me wrong.
I could run games. I can run games.
Prove me wrong. That is Microsoft Surface tablet PC. Prove me wrong. Can you touch it and move stuff with your fingers?
Don't touch my screen.
It's a
don't
tablet.
touch it. No. It's not.
Right?
It's not.
Right? Is it also a computer?
Do you know he calls the liquor store the beer store?
Yeah, because that's
beer
where
store.
you buy beer.
The beer store.
People that are...
I was getting ready to say the same thing.
People that are in other places...
You can buy it at Taco Bell.
You have like an ABC that'll sell you beer, and then you have like a spirits and wine that'll sell you that shit. No, we have liquor stores that sell you beer and liquor and wine.
And then nothing else.
Outdated Pringles and Funyuns.
Outdated Pringles. They need an upgrade.
Yeah. Outdated.
Yeah, outdated.
Overdated.
Overdated.
Expired.
Yes. See, now you know why I spent half my life stumbling through what I'm going to say.
Yeah. Well,
it's getting old. So, I want to talk to you about, you're married now, so I'm not sure if you've ever, you're obviously online, you have TikTok and all that, but have you come across the amount of women that are currently, I think there's like 97 concurrent million users on OnlyFans, and it feels like every 5 minutes I get 20 to 30 messages on Whisper, Kick, every fucking social platform I have.
Well, it's not even just messages. It's even on, like, I listen to obviously a lot of podcasts, but most of the podcasts I listen to lately have been like Dungeons and Dragons podcasts, and because they go through it's just fun to listen to other people role play and have fun, and a lot of stuff like,
I bet it's real fun to watch people
like the Adventure Zone and shit like that. Like the McElroys are fucking kings of podcasts. Everything they make is gold. But even in one of those that I listened to, one of the chicks advertised her OnlyFans.
You have a Dungeons and Dragons chick on a podcast advertising.
Right.
Why would you advertise something that is visual on a podcast? I'm guessing she's
when you're doing real play podcasts like that, you tend to accidentally do visual stuff in an audio medium. But I just think it's funny that she's cute. I've looked up pictures of her, especially after she was like, "Oh, I got an OnlyFans."
I've never gone to anyone.
I didn't go to the OnlyFans. I just Googled to see what she looked like, and she's cute. But I'm not gonna pay $10 a month to see her in a thong.
I will never pay any woman any amount of money for nude pictures. You know why? Because there's a million more women.
It's all free. It's all already on the fucking internet.
Yeah.
You can literally Google pubes, spell them wrong, and you'll still get titties.
Yeah, you go far enough on a Google image search, you find titties and dicks anywhere.
Well, I just don't understand today's simp nature.
I don't fucking like the term simp. If you're nice to a woman, you're a simp.
No, it's not. No, more so in the line of these guys that are so lonely that they're willing to spend a monthly subscription just to watch a chick drink her coffee in the fucking morning.
How many women on this planet think there are enough men like that to all earn them the 97 million concurrent fucking active users?
But it's obviously working.
Do you know what the average amount? Literally less than 300 women on OnlyFans make over $115 a month. They can't even fucking pay their phone bill.
Right. Like, that is borderline. If you have, like, fucking T-Mobile non-contract with unlimited data, you still need to borrow $5 to pay for your phone bill.
Shit, I have Verizon. That doesn't fucking cover the data.
Well, the whole time, it's just another part of this culture nowadays where everyone thinks that they're going to be a fucking YouTube star or a
As
Twitch
we start
streamer.
a podcast this very first episode.
Right. Well, right.
Well,
now,
at least we're funny, and I've done stand-up, but I don't think every girl with a pair of tits should immediately go, hey, give me $5 and literally, I have women like fucking fighting over the amount they want me. I'll send you 45 videos and 45 pictures for $13. You have flooded the market. Pussy has plummeted.
For 13, pussy has plummeted.
Pussy has gone. The stocks are fucked up.
Dude, no one, like, that's the problem, is everyone's buying shares in pussy, but
nobody's buying pussy. That's why it's only getting $115 a month. If you have a pussy that only earns $115 a month, you should not be selling that pussy.
Yeah, prostitutes they make more than that in like 30 minutes.
I'm fairly certain I have made things with various partners and women that I could sell that would make more than $115.
Right. I mean, you just make a fucking account on Pornhub and you can put whatever you want on there. Enough people watch it, you get.
Do they not realize that they could make way more money in Google AdSense than fucking any of that? Like, literally, if you just put your shit on Pornhub and then all the other free sites that are streaming and literally just have people fucking do have an ad bot. Just keeps playing the video over and over again, earns those advertising dollars. That's how YouTubers get some shit. And I don't understand. The thing is that this generation thinks it's a revolution of women taking their sexuality back and using it to conquer hard times.
Shit, like, man, during World War II, they had naked lady playing cards for the soldiers. They've been doing the same shit for years, just the technology's different.
That's true. But I still don't think to this day that you never saw any tapestry with great Aunt Bertha's pussy embroidered on anything. I just feel like the Great Depression was a little more difficult than COVID because COVID literally had double unemployment.
You history buffs out there are going to be pissed. Like the woman who sewed together the American flag, like maybe one of her originals was just like
nip slip.
Like hey, it's my titty.
Look at my stars and stripes.
Oh,
like
man.
I feel like the thing that pisses me off is that literally I cannot have a conversation with a woman anymore who literally for the last 3 years have been telling me the plight of the American woman online dealing with unsolicited dick pictures, just smacking them in the face as the first conversation, which
figuratively and literally.
Yeah, I get it. Nobody wants to see a dick they're not ready for or willing for.
Or even ask. Nobody.
The dicks aren't pretty. They aren't. And if you're a guy who thinks your dick is attracting the woman, you got it wrong, man. That's not how you attract a woman.
No, your dick's ugly.
Yeah,
sorry.
All dicks are ugly, dude.
Looks like an angry mushroom.
I mean, depending. It's just some of them, that weird bent angle some guys get. Well, I don't understand. You stop jerking off in that fucking motion.
You're doing it too much. You're fucking up the shape.
The left angle.
They're gonna start having to take like splints and putting them on their dicks to keep them straight.
Could you imagine someone walking around with one of those things? It's just sticking up. No, I don't have an erection. I bent my dick a little.
No, I bent it a little, and
for 16 years straight with one hand.
Imagine going into fucking your pharmacy and like buying a dick splint. I need a dick splint.
Well, if OnlyFans takes off enough, there might be. I mean, it's a cavalcade of everyone jerking off to women they don't know.
Well, given all the BDSM shit that's out there, there's gotta be a dick splint, right?
I am not going to discuss BDSM lifestyles with you. You're a married man.
Well, I'm not saying we should discuss it. I'm just saying, considering that that's a thing, there's somebody out there broke their dick and needed a dick splint.
Who was what movie was that? Jesus Christ, I can't even think of it. It was a movie where the guy stuck his dick through a hole in the wall, and the teacher grabbed onto it and was just like,
oh, that was like Porky's.
Yeah. That kind of generation. Has anybody remember Revenge of the Nerds, the very first movie?
Oh, dude,
we've got Bush.
No, dude. That movie is so fucking problematic. I hate
oh my
to
god,
be a fucking. I hate to use that term.
The fucking first scene was rape.
Dude, when he wore the Darth Vader mask
and
raped the girl at the fucking carnival, like, and then she was just like, "Oh, that's fine."
Yeah,
you know.
It was really good sex, so the rape was okay. No one's ever thought that, especially not Farrah Fawcett fucking looking.
Right, like holy shit. This dude just raped this chick in the tent.
I've never had a dick inside me, but I think if I fucked a certain dick for a certain amount of time, if a new dick had been entered into my orifice,
I might
know the difference.
You might know. You probably would.
Especially if you're suddenly enjoying new sensations. You might want to go, you know what, I am fucking someone in a mask.
Well, a lot of those movies were, like, super fucked up. The 80s was, I heard a comedian say it today, so I can't take credit for it. I don't remember which comedian, but he said the 80s were both the gayest and most homophobic times in history. Like you.
Oh yeah.
But then at the same.
David Bowie went around just fucking.
Oh man, look at the Labyrinth. Dude was just hanging dong in the whole movie.
That whole movie was an advertisement for his cock, and I have no hate for
and him playing with that ball the whole time, that's not like symbolism of like messing with a ball sack.
My sister grew up obsessing over that movie, and I still to this day will not speak to her about David Bowie in any way. Like, it just makes me physically ill. But then again, if I had the platform to hang dong for like 90 minutes straight and advertise my length and girth, I probably would too.
But like as we said before, dicks are ugly.
Yeah, well.
So everybody wants to look at the female form. Everybody does. Even females.
Yeah,
they like, hey, look at my tits. They look great today.
Women can enjoy each other's sexuality and beauty, but I can't look at you and think that beard would feel good in any way, shape, or form.
No.
It's like, I don't think you look at me and go,
No, but it's totally okay to be like, that's a beautiful
handsome
man.
guy, yeah.
Like,
fucking
remember what that dude MK said in them old YouTube videos? He was like, "Have you seen Will Smith doing pull-ups in I Am Legend? That's a beautiful man."
I totally forgot about MK. Whatever happened to him?
I don't know.
I don't think he loves things anymore.
He had the one glove Michael Jackson thing going on. Like,
yeah, Seth Rollins stole that now.
There was a whole bunch of like rumors about him.
I remember him and Hobson doing a bunch of shit together, and then I think Hobson just devoured his essence.
He did the like MK Loves Hobson, which were, if y'all youngins don't know anything about those videos, go back and look up like the MK Loves videos. They're fucking hilarious.
It's just a guy standing in front of a white background wall just making the most fucking hilarious observations. He was great.
Alright, so recently I had an awkward situation that I brought upon myself. And I didn't tell anybody about it because I was waiting until I found it funny, you know?
That grace period.
Yeah, okay, so you know how you're always, like, online you're always seeing, like, elevator footage, like, of security cameras and elevators,
yeah,
right? Like,
CCTV stuff.
Right. But I was thinking about how I never see cameras in elevators, right? You never see them. So no. I started looking for them, right? So I'd be every elevator, like I do HVAC, so I go into a lot of these 55 and older like condo communities, and they have elevators, and you it's only like a couple floors, but you figured, you see all this footage, there would be cameras in the elevators.
Right.
So I ended up talking to my coworkers about it, like bringing it up to them, like, hey, this is one of those things, that's kind of weird, right? Well, when you speak to somebody about that out of context, it tends to be weird, I guess. So when I'm talking to my coworkers about it, they're like, yeah, okay. So I was able to like, make them understand what I was talking about. Well, I ended up being on the elevator with a random person.
Uh-oh.
And, being how my brain works, I started the conversation in my head. And then I continued it out loud with, you never see security cameras in elevators.
Oh my god, that guy.
Woman.
Oh my god, that woman was probably clutching her purse and scared to death.
Dude, she let off, and immediately after I got done my sentence, the door opened and she got off on her floor, and I was like,
she's scared to death.
That was weird as fuck. I am a weird son of a bitch. Like, that was
Oh
awkward.
my god.
I ended up as somebody's Reddit post with a hashtag #MeToo on it because they felt threatened by me, and I'm like, oh man, like I just felt like I'm getting red faced talking about it now. It was like,
oh my god,
ridiculous.
That is great. That is a moment of reflection. Hey, at least we've got to that point as a society where we can notice those things and we don't sit there and think, oh shit.
But it was like,
what was that lady's problem?
That whole that whole situation, I was like, damn.
Oh, it just sounded so weird.
That was so awkward.
Oh god, that lady's thoughts must have been.
Oh, I know. She went home and told her husband, and he probably like loaded his gun and fucking, like Jesus Christ. It was.
And it's all you just probably talking about ghost videos you've seen.
Yeah. Like pretty much like that chick that like was acting all weird on the elevator, and then they found her in the water tank.
Yeah.
Like,
she's been famous for stuff, and the thing I like about that case is just the way. Did you see the way her hands moved?
Yeah, it was creepy.
I think it's physically possible to move like that, but just the way she did it was freaky.
Well, I've seen a lot of people move like that at like raves and shit.
Yeah, well,
so,
yeah.
Like
there was definitely some kind of inebriation involved.
It seemed like she was on some kind of drug.
Yeah.
We've been around enough people that are on hallucinogens or this is a 18 plus, by the way. I think. We're gonna put the adult tag on it. But we've been around enough people to see that kind of.
We know the behavior when we see it.
Yeah, you get fucking. I just saw a video. Somebody said Captain Crack Sparrow walking down the street.
Captain Crack Sparrow sounds like the theme of Baltimore. Heroin lean would be Baltimore's.
Right. I prefer to call them Weebles.
Weebles because they don't wobble.
They wobble, but they don't fall down. They're walking
Classic.
across the street tying their shoes. It's an incredible talent.
It is, and their balance for being so off balance, they're somehow so kiltered perfectly that they don't actually fall in any one direction. They just sit there and kind of lean.
Well,
it's like the Tony Hawk. In the
yeah, like you're grinding and you're going back and forth. But maybe science needs to study that. Like, why does heroin change your center of gravity to where you just can't fall over?
That's true. Yeah.
Until you do, and then you're just like pinned to the floor.
Yeah, then you're never getting back up. I mean, how many times have you left a building in the Glen Burnie or Baltimore or Brooklyn area, and you've just walked out and there's been some person either leaned up against the building next to you, and it's always in the healthcare area. Always near a hospital area or some kind of thing like that.
Or a bus stop.
Yeah, or a bus stop, yeah. Or anything near Cherry Hill whatsoever.
Right, but that's one of the things in this area. If you want to get away from all the drugs and the traffic through the areas, you need to move away from bus stops.
But see, that's the thing here, too. Like, even in my area where there's not that many bus stops, there's still a bus stop. And the funny thing is, you know me, I live right within walking distance of Baltimore City.
Yeah, well, technically.
Technically, yeah. But by connection, because of that, there's bus stops all the way up, and there's one right after that little point.
Right.
And then after that, there's another one for like 3 miles.
Right, but everybody gets, like, they'll hop on the bus on Patapsco or Hanover Street and, like, catch their ride all the way out to Glen Burnie so they can fucking get high at a bus stop, and they won't miss their bus home, I guess, because they'll wake up and they're still at the bus stop.
Like, well, you know what? I may have missed my initial bus, but I'm still here for the 5-hour later bus.
Yeah, I can catch that one.
Like, as long as you catch a bus.
Hey, my bus pass works all day.
Yeah, so. yeah, it does. Actually, I don't know if it does or not. I've never been on the bus locally. Have you?
No. Well, a couple times. Yeah, a couple
I
times.
remember when we were teens.
I've had to take rides, like, when I was growing up in the city, I lived walking distance from the school, so I didn't really have to take the bus. Because we didn't, back then we didn't have a lot of yellow school buses. You just had to take the
city bus.
public
Yeah,
transport.
I remember that.
But you usually you get like a bus pass or whatever from the school if you had to do that shit.
Man, I remember that. Baltimore being so poor, they just made us use the public school bus area.
Yeah, man, and the shit was always crazy. Like, they didn't give a fuck. Because, like, for instance, if we had, like, a crazy-ass blizzard or, like, a crazy amount of snow, like, the Anne Arundel County would get out of school for, like, 3 inches of snow. Fucking Baltimore's going to school in a foot of snow. Like, we were, like, hoofing our asses down
And that's
the road.
the funny thing, because for the longest time, you were Baltimore County. After we met and you went to Anne Arundel County for, I think it was like a year.
Yeah.
It was like a year. Him and I went to school together, high school together. And, I've got stories for that. Do I ever?
Yes.
I don't like this man. I love him to death, but I also hate his guts for the easiest time he had with that school. And just coming in and making an imprint on the entire school to the point where after that he was gone. And I still had another 3 years. And still, nobody ever bothered me, messed with me, said anything but a nice word to me.
Well, I mean, that's because, you had interconnecting groups from 2 different schools. I went to Glen Burnie, then Northeast, then Glen Burnie again. So, like, I was connected with different groups in different schools, and a lot of those people knew each other, and other, and it was all because of our mall rat Friday nights. Had to be at the mall by 7 o'clock. Every fucking Friday.
And the funny thing is we told ourselves that we didn't want them following us around and bothering us and just annoying us. But we would literally show up to the mall.
Right. Still do it. Still show up.
Like, all right, let our people have their moment.
Because it's weird being the popular, unpopular kids.
It's hard to explain.
It is. It's just...
It was just our sense of humor and the fact that, as you could see, we started a podcast based off the sole fact that we have good chemistry and can make good jokes with each other. But, like, people back in the day, they were attracted to it to a point where they would gather in groups.
Yeah, just to hang out. Like, Jesus Christ. And we had, like, all these little kids trying to come up and hang out with us.
The Apple Dumpling Gang.
And it's crazy how, like, the world is so different, because these kids were like 8 and 9 years old and hanging out at the mall with like us fucking teenagers while we're walking over to the bike trail. God no.
Yeah, me neither.
Like, shit, if I caught my kid hanging out with somebody like me, like, Jesus Christ, you're heading in a bad direction.
Yeah.
Like,
you need to pull a U-turn and go another direction, go another, highway completely. Don't avoid tolls.
Yeah. Yeah. Stay away from the people with the face paint on. That's
that's a bad decision.
It's something that you're drawn to at first, trust me, because it's funny, and then you just stay away from that.
That's how one of our most troublesome friends is how I met him directly through that.
Yeah.
Just running into each other, both wearing that face paint at the mall, and like,
we're friends now.
Hey, you and I, we're friends now. It was just an automatic, and that was. Looking back, there's some moments where I cherish, but there's also a whole lot more where I'm
there's
like...
There's a whole lot. There's a lot of people that I stopped talking to, and there's a few of those. Yeah, some of them are okay. Some of them are, you don't even answer the door when they show up. Because, of course, they don't have phones, so they're like...
Yeah, they won't text you. They'll get you on Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, they'll go to the library, get on Facebook Messenger, and send you something, be like, hey, I'm in town, can I stop by? And then if you learn that
can I stop by means can I stay
can I stay with you for a week or two? And then it's like you just stop answering that shit and back the fuck off. Like,
I mean, just based solely off of my old apartment in Glen Burnie.
Right.
I made that mistake over and over again. I was engaged at the time, and this for them, of course. But I was engaged at the time, and I had a small one-bedroom apartment. And Brad lost... Would you lose your job or something?
No, I had moved in with another friend out, like, directly out of high school. And his mom turned out to be
Psychotic?
no, some kind of addict. I don't know.
Oh,
and,
shit.
You know, and she was taking our weed money. Our well, yeah, she was taking our rent money and
Making it weed money.
and not paying rent with it and buying drugs and
Ooh.
alcohol or whatever. And I came home from work one day and the sheriff was there throwing all our shit out. So like had no real idea that was going to happen. So I needed somewhere to go and I ended up at your house.
So my fiance at the time and me were probably 8 years deep in our about 6 or 7 years at least deep in our relationship at that point. And you know, Brad is like family to us and always will be. It has been to us, or me now. But you know, we let him stay with us. And the problem was, I think once we did that, like then, you know, so and so's brother and
Right,
you know who
like-
I'm talking about, who came up to my house with and this is my house. I'm not a
Yeah.
Final Fantasy person.
The Ninja Twins.
The Ninja Twins, yes.
Whitest kids in the world swear up and down they're ninjas.
They are full-blown ninjas, and they do have gigantic posters that aren't posters. These things are wall-covering art that are just Final Fantasy
Now,
chicks.
don't get me wrong, I like anime and RPGs and stuff like that, but these guys were weebs before weeb was had a definition or was even a word. Like it was insane. And they're like I guess like the kids who like whip out their fucking mall bought katanas and cut water bottles in half.
they
like
brought their katanas,
those
they
guys, but it was before we had the ability to just record everything in the world.
Yeah, these guys were definitely the original weebs, and I mean, just...
If they could have, if waifu pillows were a thing, then they would have one.
I'm fairly certain that the younger one calls his now wife waifu.
I'm sure he does.
I know he does.
And they're both married, I think, right?
Yes, and
Is
one
the
of
younger
them,
one married?
Yes,
Yeah.
the younger one is married to the other basement dweller.
Ah, yep.
Yep,
Okay.
yeah.
I remember that.
This is hard trying not to divulge
It's really
things,
hard. Yeah,
but we're doing it.
We're doing a good job. We're doing a good job. Everyone, if anyone we know actually listens to this shit, and
We're sorry.
We're sorry. You know who we're talking about. And it's not ill will. That's true stuff. We're not.
Yeah, we're not saying anything negative.
It's just real shit that I visibly witnessed. I'm pretty sure I came home one day and the older one was like, with his Devon Sawa haircut, was like cleaning his Maul samurai sword. Like,
I do remember when the kids were up to no good and the kids were up to no good in the neighborhood. Oh God! But no, that guy, the bigger brother that came in and bust open the door.
yeah.
And then next time someone knocked at the door,
He,
the
like,
younger one had this sword
grabbed
in his
it.
back.
Grabbed his wobbly katana.
The frame that had the plastic piece that kept falling off.
Uh-huh.
I was like, you look like a fucking Ninja Turtle before the mutant.
I'll just glue that back on.
I just need super glue. I could do it and it's perfectly fine.
Man, and
But yeah, those were the guys that kept trying to, you know, crash at my house. And then we had people that were just, and I still have love in my heart for this human being. I really do. But it was a human slug. Like, he just, if you sprinkled salt on the couch, he would have probably shriveled up. But
yeah.
he's done more with his life now than I could say I have.
Yeah, I mean, he's taken the whole, I guess, drifter's the nice word.
Yeah,
he's taken the whole drifter life. Because at one point, he was literally a hobo. He was train hopping.
Yeah,
Because,
yeah.
I don't know, like, hobo was the term for
Yeah,
like
the
an
train
actual,
hopper.
like a train homeless person.
Guy with the can of
Yeah.
beans.
Right,
And
that
the stick thing.
and the stick with the all your shit
Bandana.
wrapped up in it. But he was literally a train hopper. He ran with these group of kids for a little while. I don't know exactly how long. They were called like the Dirty Kids or something like that. And he had like a group picture of them. It kind of reminded me of like the group
Scrubs.
pictures that would take in like youth group.
Yeah.
But yeah, him and a few people ended up even buying their own house in Detroit, of all places. But
That was basically his dream. So he's definitely made his dreams come true, and more power to him.
yeah, he's doing okay. He's doing what he loves. You know,
Yeah,
he's,
I haven't seen him since one of the funerals just passed.
Yeah.
Just passed since, well,
I don't think I've seen him like 2 years now. I think.
yeah, it's probably been longer than that for me. But he definitely grew up to be much better than he was in his younger age.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't change a whole lot, which I
No.
guess would make him like one of the realest people we know.
Yeah, he definitely is.
He stayed the same. You know,
definitely stayed the same.
And he's very honest about it. He's one of the few couch surfers that'll be like, hey man, I need a place to stay. Can I stay here?
Yeah.
And you could just flat out tell him no if you want, and he'll find another way, another place.
He'll get
to
a
go.
little upset, but he ain't gonna let it ruin the friendship or anything. He was a real dude.
Right, he'll still smoke a bowl with you and then leave. But yeah, like everybody was living in that apartment in one point or another.
And
like
if you weren't, you were just crashing for the day.
And then it was like a weird hierarchy of friends who, like, it was like who got to sleep on the futon versus the most comfortable corner in the floor that you could still see the TV. And then, like, yeah, it was just weird. Like, when one person would leave and move out, and then, like, I got to move up from the floor to the futon.
Yep.
And then the futon, and then, like, that person would have to move back in, and it's, like, too late. The futon's mine.
Yeah,
like, you don't
the
get
futon's
that.
mine. You don't get that back. You have to start from the bottom.
Yeah, it's
you gotta reconduct your point of your position of power.
Right. It's like I said. It's like it was a weird hierarchy situation, and everybody really followed it. Nobody argued.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite things about that was like when you would hide the Mountain Dew in your room.
Yes.
So no one else would.
You were the only one that had access. Me and Kitty were like, "There's Mountain Dews in the bedroom," but you.
We'd like knock on. I'd like knock on the door and it would be like, "Yo, can I get it? Let me get a Mountain Dew." And I'd have to like drink the whole can in his room. Or if you go out, they'd be like, "Where'd you get that Mountain Dew at?"
I had it hidden in the fridge.
I hid it from you. And that was a totally reasonable answer. They'd be like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, I totally understand that and can see why you might have done that.
I totally understand that because if I would have found it, I would have assumed it was for anyone to drink, which was just how it went. If you didn't hide your shit, because if you didn't hide it, it was up for grabs.
Yeah. I mean, if it was out in the open, that's
and
there was no dibs.
Dude, you remember how long we lived off of popcorn
and ramen noodle.
Yep. And
shit in a pot.
Dude, at one point.
I still can't
now let me
noodle.
get some. We didn't put the popcorn in the pot.
No.
But literally, our snack all day long was all day, every day was bags of popcorn in between ramen noodles and the drifter that we were speaking of. At one point, I watched him cook an entire a chicken breast in the microwave, and that shit came out looking like Gray Hawk. Like it was the most disgusting looking color that I had ever seen a piece of chicken. In the ramen, it was good. We had some hookup. It was just like microwave chopped up chicken bits with like some ramen, some butter, some cheese, and a little bit of hot sauce.
And we lived with him again in separate times. Like you moved out, and I moved into your old room, and this was up in Glen Burnie. And I remember him making me something that made me shit a color of what looked like freaking Gatorade. Like, it was an animated color.
But it was good when you ate it.
Yeah, it was delicious. It was wonderful. And I didn't have any stomach pain, but I definitely did not poo in a normal...
Yeah,
that was...
The BMs hit different.
Yes, exactly. The BMs hit different.
Oh, man. Yeah, him and I ended up getting an apartment together a few years after that. Because we were both working at 7-Eleven together, which was...
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so...
The longest time he had a job that I've known him was at 7-Eleven.
Well, yeah, and that was fine until, I ended up leaving there to work for that advertising company that you helped me out with for a little while.
That job.
And that, once I got that job, it paid real well, and he had lost his job for punching the cash register screen in 7-Eleven and broke it, which is a reasonable reason to be fired. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
And you had to do a lot. You had to basically steal from dude for him to fire you. Like,
yeah, didn't steal him. They didn't fire him for taking the counterfeit money.
Right, but dude, there was one point when I mean stealing, I meant if you took like a chicken tender out and ate it and wrote it off, he'd count that as stealing.
Yeah.
Like when really, because he'd be like, you have to pay for your fucking lunch. If you didn't bring lunch, you could eat the food, but you still have to pay for it.
Right.
It's like, why, when we write off, $300 worth of taquitos every single goddamn night, why can't I just eat to them? And
I guess you would have to write off so much food that once it's out for the day, it's no good.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy. Like I used to, when I worked the overnights, there was one of the cops that used to come in. He was actually one of the more asshole cops that came in there, but we still gave him free shit. It's actually 7-Eleven policy to give out cops free coffee and free fountain sodas, because that's literally the cheapest. It costs 7-Eleven for an extra large coffee. It costs them like 3 cents.
Wow.
To make the entire cup. So they make all of their money off the cups, because the coffee is cheap as shit. But this cop used to come in every night and be like, "Where are my sandwiches?" He would let those deli sandwiches, the daily ones that they bring in, like the turkey on rye or whatever. We'd write off those sandwiches every night, so they are fresh every day, just so you know. And this dude.
He
This
says
cop
that as
would,
he works there still.
yeah, but it's still, 7-Eleven, like, everybody shits on their food. Some of their food's like
I
fresh
like
and
7-Eleven,
good.
I like their pizza.
Well, their baked goods, like their croissants and their donuts and shit, all those come in fresh every morning. They come in at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and you just have to stock that shit before all the construction workers come in. But like, the cop will come in and be like, "All right, so where are my sandwiches at?" And I'd literally give him like 2 or 3 7-Eleven bags full of like cold cuts and little sandwiches and stuff. So like, we're already writing all this shit off. Why you're gonna fire me for eating one chicken tender? Like, fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's kind of
like
bullshit.
that. But that dude was rich, man. Both his little kids went to private school with like $10,000 a year tuition. Yeah, he owned like 3 7-Eleven.
It's a
It's a franchise.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, you have to have like a certain amount of money. I don't know what it is now, but back then it was like $5,000. If you had $5,000, that was enough to purchase all of the 7-Eleven franchise and rights. You just needed a location, and if you had the location, you had the rights, and they would just start supplying you with all the stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of people go for it, because it's pretty cheap to start the franchise.
And even when you're directly in competition with the Royal Farms, it makes money.
Right. It's about location and whether or not they have like gas. If the 7-Eleven has gas right next to like a Wawa,
that Wawa's going
that Wawa's down. No, the Wawa's gonna take over, because Wawa has the cheapest gas, cheapest cigarettes.
If it has gas, yeah.
Right. So, but if you get the 7-Eleven needs to be in the right location, and it always makes
down
money.
In Virginia, where I go for my vacation, my quote unquote vacation, when I go down and stay with my family in Virginia. I have this family that lives in Indian Hills, Virginia. It's a very rural location, we'll say, and compared to two city boys like us, that's not something we're used to seeing. And having our closest neighbor half a mile away from you blows my mind every time. Or waking up to the sound of chickens, but even best,
I have chickens. I mean,
yes, you do have chickens. They're roosters over there, but
hens can be loud, man.
Yeah, I know.
Them fucking assholes, as soon as the sun comes up, they're just like screaming for no reason. I think it's because they're laying. I would scream too if an egg came out my ass every day.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about it.
But you think you'd be used to it.
Yeah, after a while, I mean,
there's
certain things you're used to, and
They're like 2 years old, so.
That's terrible! Oh my god! Oh, we may have to edit that out. That was just god awful. Oh god.
The chickens are 2 years old.
But the area that I go to, literally the closest thing to them is about 2.5 miles away, and it is a 7-Eleven that has gas, and it's cheap gas, and I go there and
you can buy beer there. It's so fantastic.
Yeah, beer, and my favorite thing is a carton of cigarettes. The brand that we smoke, is $30.
Yeah, dude, it's still cheap down there. When Nicole and I, when my wife and I go down to South Carolina to visit her grandparents, we always end up getting we'll buy a carton while we're down there, and then buy one before we head up, because it's still like $30 or $40.
Yeah, it's just so amazingly cheap. And the crazy thing is, most of those places sell and ship from Virginia.
Right.
That's why it's cheap there. It's because their tobacco fields are located in Virginia.
Right.
So
and
why do we pay that here in Maryland?
There's also less tax. Like there's crazy taxes on fucking everything. Like there's the 12% alcohol tax, and it's like a 9 or 10%. Well, I think it's 9% on cigarettes. But
and that's for stopping children from smoking.
Yeah, and that's it's all bullshit, because I smoked in high school bathrooms when I was a kid. Like if you're gonna smoke, you're gonna smoke. Like I tried to quit smoking by using the Juul. I know that's fucking Like,
Juul pod.
yeah, and the reason I like fruit punchy things, and like I like any kind of fruit, and they had the fruit medley, and that was my favorite flavor, and they decided to get rid of that because it was like too many kids were smoking it because it tasted good. Like kids are gonna, if they're gonna smoke, they're gonna smoke.
They're
If
gonna
they're
smoke,
already
they're gonna drink,
addicted
they're
to
gonna
it,
do whatever they can.
they're gonna. And if they're if they're already addicted to it, they're gonna find a way to smoke. If you get rid of all vape juices that taste, but they did, and that's the thing, they didn't do that. They only got rid of
some right here.
they only got rid of the Juul brand Juul pods.
Yeah.
You can still go and fucking on the internet and just order Juul pods of any flavor that you want. They're
Yep.
just not Juul brand.
Yeah.
Like, but they didn't take away every vape juice. You know?
My daughter constantly
Like,
asks me to get her pods behind her mom's back now that she started high school, and they're basically a form of currency at Northeast.
Jesus, of course.
Yeah.
It's like fucking cigarettes in prisons, like Shawshank Redemption. Like,
Yeah, or Oz.
I bet they got a red in there somewhere. It's like you walk up to this little kid and they're like, "Hey, kid, I heard your man knows how to acquire things." Like, and he's still got the Morgan Freeman voice. He's like, "I've been known to acquire things from time to time." It's not a great impression, but it's the best I could do.
It's better than nothing.
The best I could do.
I wasn't gonna try it.
I mean, he's been old since he was a child, so
Yeah, he had the
he's had
godly voice.
years to perfect that voice. You
Yeah.
know?
I would love to have that commanding of a voice. That's a powerful voice that when you hear it, you know.
Yeah, it's like that and like James Earl Jones.
Oh, James Earl Jones will fuck you up with just his voice.
Like you're being spoken to. Like,
Someone is telling you information that is pertinent. It's important. You better listen.
right, and that's why, we all had Bell Atlantic back in the day. James Earl Jones. Hey, Darth Vader's selling me
A cell phone.
a phone company. Not even
Yeah,
cell
it
phone.
was the cell phones, yeah.
Just a phone company.
And that was the great. Oh man, speaking of Bell Atlantic, I think they were still Bell Atlantic when I had my first cell phone. No, it was Verizon, because I had one of the StarTech Motorola's with just the bright neon green screen, like I was coming out of the Matrix.
Right. That the original like LCD screen.
Yeah.
Like the Game Boy.
Yeah.
Color, like the green background.
Yeah,
just the
except it
black
was just
dot.
like a calculator.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember dropping it into the water, and I know you remember this story.
Yep. Yeah. I was about to. Yeah.
Fucking my friend Mike at the time was like, "Well, at least it's still vibrating." I look over at him, and I'm like, "It doesn't have a vibrate function." Like, it was upsetting.
That's some serious electrical issues going on.
Yeah, that is a little small time bomb ticking in my hand.
It is literally frying itself right now. I could probably cook an egg on the back of its phone.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, like, it's funny. I often talk about I spend too much time on video apps and stuff watching dumb shit. But this woman was filming her kid, and she was trying to get him to imitate being on the phone. And like how we do it, you do the thumb and pinky out like our old phones back in the day, like, because you pick them off, and that was like pretending you were on the phone. And now the kid hold their hands like
like just a break,
like they're holding a smartphone, like I guess a C, the little clamp,
Yeah.
And he was holding it up, and it was funny as shit because the dad's like all embarrassed because he's like, "God damn it, like I'm old." And then she was like, "Act like you're taking a picture." And again, like he's holding a smartphone sideways and touching the screen instead of like, ching,
Oh my god. Oh man. That instantly just made me feel 1,000 years old.
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, technology progressed so fast.
We've gone beyond Moore's Law.
Dude, it's crazy. Like, growing up with, like...
Betamax and...
Yeah, Betamax was the superior format.
And VHS one. Yes, it was. It was by a long shot. And they still use it in frickin' some studios.
Yeah, and VHS just had better marketing. That's...
Yeah, just like HD DVD, I believe, had more overall space, but
more
Blu-ray,
space, but,
Blu-ray was better quality.
Dude, do you remember, here's the rise and fall of some of the, like...
Mini disc.
Yeah, mini disc players.
Mini disc. I had one.
But, like, it went from, like... We had cassette players, which for anybody younger than 30, cassettes were tapes audio mediums that you would put in a little brick, and close the brick, press the button, it would play.
And you could rewind it with a pencil.
You wanted to hear your song again, you had to rewind it. Most of the time, after too many plays, it fucked up. but it went from like cassette players to Walkmans, the CD players, and you had to buy one with the anti-skip because in order to fit them in your Jinkos,
you were staying still.
Your
Jinkos, motherfucker.
You had to squeeze them into your Jinko pockets, which for some reason had the smallest opening pockets for the world's biggest pants.
Yeah.
But the inside the pocket was huge, but the opening.
Yeah, you could fit a whole family of kids in that.
Yeah, and then you went to the CD player, right? And then the CD players left. They tried to go to the mini disc players, and the mini disc players were around for like fucking 3 months, and then MP3 players came out because they were like, holy shit, why don't we just put little hard drives in little bricks and people use those?
Yeah.
Like,
I remember getting one from my ex-wife for Christmas, and then the next month it was like MP3 players everywhere.
Right.
And I was like, oh.
Well, and it started like the PSP had the UMD like mini discs, and that's like they were like, oh, maybe we can do like music and stuff too, and then they were like, nah, fuck it, MP3s are the way to go. Yeah. Like, and you remember how shitty it was to use MP3 players? Like, if you wanted to put
up until the iPod, yeah.
If you wanted to put one song on your MP3 player, it had to delete everything off of it and rewrite everything back on it.
Oh,
so if you had, and back in the day, having a 512 megabyte MP3 player.
Yeah, you didn't get gigabyte yet.
No, it was like, you could have like 3 albums on.
And 512 megabytes, that's a lot. Back in the day, I remember getting ones at like 64 megabytes. You'd have like 10 songs.
Right, and like, shit, they made MP3 players out of everything.
Lego. I mean, literally, you go on to eBay right now and you search MP3 player brand, and I guarantee you will find every brand that was known in existence in the 90s made one.
Look up Oakley Thumps. Oakley Thumps. Yeah, everybody knows what Oakleys are, right?
And sunglasses.
They're the Ray-Bans of our time. You can... Like, they were literally MP3 player sunglasses that look like only Dog the Bounty Hunter would wear, which he did.
He did wear
at some point. Like, but they only went up to, the highest one was 512 megabytes, and that shit was like $400. Like, Jesus Christ. They made MP3 players. It's like nowadays how they literally put Bluetooth in fucking everything. Like,
Bluetooth in your
everything. Hey, your fucking toilet's Bluetooth. Your sink's Bluetooth. Tells you how much fucking water you use every time you brush your teeth. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, I just... Like,
that's actually not a bad idea.
That is a good idea. But I guarantee it already exists.
Yeah,
and that's
probably.
In my work, I put these air handlers in there, the shit that moves the air around your house, if you have like a heat pump. And the boards that are coming now are like the circuit boards have Bluetooth on them, and I just download an app and I set up the board via Bluetooth.
Oh wow.
And then like I just ordered a new combustion analyzer, which is something that I use to measure gas furnace outputs and stuff, so I know you're not going to die when you turn your gas furnace on.
Oh,
yeah, and that thing's fucking Bluetooth too. Like, what? Why is everything Bluetooth? Like, they're gonna fucking.
As he says, well, we're sitting inside of a very up-to-date office.
Yeah, no.
Full of Bluetooth stuff.
Yeah, everything in here is Bluetooth.
I mean, just the 5 or 6 controllers. Actually, that's like 6 controllers over there.
I'm pretty sure when I walk into the room, my brain dings, and I'm now paired with the room. Like. Oh, speaking of that shit, dude, I had a customer once. I did the install. I do a lot of replacements and installs and stuff, like replacing old units. And like I said, these things have Bluetooth now. This lady called us like 3 days later saying that we need to come deactivate the Bluetooth on that board because it's giving her a headache.
Oh, shit.
She said that she is very sensitive to the Bluetooth frequency. And that it gives her headache, like physical headaches, and the only thing I could think of was Saul's brother from
Yes, that's what I was thinking myself.
Yeah,
was like just doing the electric blanket over his head.
Yeah, and that she was in the beginning stages of that. Like this bit, we're gonna go to this house one day. And it's gonna be covered in aluminum foil.
Yep.
And like we're gonna have to ground ourselves before going in the fucking house and shit. It's crazy.
It's been scientifically proven not to be a thing, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can all hear the TV humming when it's on and there's nothing playing, but like, and we all have sensitivity, like a lot of us have sensitivity to high pitched noises, but you're not.
I'm sure all of us hear ringing in our ears, but we're not blaming technology around us.
And I'm
it's
sure
not the 5. Oh my God! Speaking of that,
well, I'm sure there's a small Reddit subgroup that just is going to be really mad at us for that last 30 seconds of conversation. I am. Here's a couple articles that you need to read, and it's all fucking bullshit. It's found on the 9th page of Google.
If we're gonna piss people off, I've got a good one. 2 of them actually. I see these products in every Walmart, in fucking every wholesale place or any place I go to. One is the UV cleaning for your phone.
Oh,
you put it in a box and it UV cleans your phone. Okay, first of all, UV light does not work that way. Second of all, the 5 gigahertz protectors, the shields. If you put your Wi-Fi thing in a shield that stops Wi-Fi, you don't have Wi-Fi. I don't understand how people think this is a thing that they can get. Oh, this will protect me from just the 5 gigahertz. You only have a 5 gigahertz modem in that
right.
And if you were, then all of your phone's activity and everything else, it boggles my mind that these devices can even exist, and they should be illegal.
And that's the same people that those devices are for the same people that think you can get cancer from 5G. Like it's the same bullshit. You're selling canned air to people who and which they have started doing now.
From Linus Tech Tips proved that it was literally just a printer paper holder.
What was
the 5G shield?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he proved that it was just a printer paper holder. Like literally it was the same one you could get from any fucking Office Depot for $5.99.
Well, people will buy fucking anything, man. Have you ever done the random shit search on Amazon? Like you just look up, like go to this search and type in like weirdest things, and you'll find some weird fucking shit. There's literally nothing for like $9.99.
A USB nothing.
No, you can buy it's packaged and everything. It's got that plastic bubble on the front of it. Looks like a yo-yo or something should be in there, and it's like nothing. You're giving the gift of nothing to somebody. So it's like somebody was smart enough to come up with this fucking joke. And they make money off of that shit. You know they do. And to be honest, I was tempted to buy it and give it to somebody.
Yeah, you look at that and I'm like, you know what? That's actually pretty.
Right, and then I found like there was.
Wait, I could make nothing at home.
Right, I could do that at home. But no, one of my favorite things, because I was trying to find stupid gifts from my friends at work, and being in blue collar, we make terrible jokes all day long. I work with. It's a melting pot of people, and I wanted to buy my coworker Tyree a book that I found on Amazon called A Practical Guide to Racism. I thought that was the most hilarious thing in the fucking world.
Oh my god.
And then there was another book that I went to buy for the most awkward guy at work, and it was called Images You Should Not Masturbate To. And the cover was an old man fly fishing. Like, dude, you can't make this shit up.
Oh my god!
But it's like
that just sounds like a dangerous, slippery slope to open that book.
Right? Because it sounds like a challenge.
Yeah, right? It does. It
sounds like a challenge. Like all right, well, let me look at this. See if anything.
I can find something.
See, and that's the problem. You might find some weird kinks you didn't know you had.
Right, I've already got enough.
Turns out, I identify as a trout, and I want to be fly fish. Fucking shit, man.
Oh my god.
And I don't even know if trout are ones you catch fly fishing, but it's.
I have no idea. I've never been fly fishing.
Me neither. I've been regular fishing.
I think I've gone regular. I think I went regular fishing with you. And that was it.
I don't even know why it's called fly fishing. I assume it's because you're pretending your lure's a fly. Is that why it's like flicking it off the water? I always thought they were actually
like trying to catch flies.
That's dumb. You're dumb. You don't believe that. That's fucking Mr. Miyagi out there with chopsticks trying to.
Now that would be a fucking skill.
The catching fish with catching flies and then using said flies to catch fish with the same chopsticks.
Yeah.
Next Karate Kid movie, if you guys are paying attention.
That's their skill.
By the way, what the fuck was up with that movie?
Here we go.
All right.
I know exactly what he's gonna say.
I love Jackie Chan. not so much with the Jaden Smith. I think he's kind of a twat.
He's a weird kid.
He is a weird kid, but it's okay to be weird, but don't be a dick about it. You know,
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
I don't know. He's just he bothers
He's got
me
that
about-
I'm Will Smith's kid, so since I'm a dick, everybody has to deal with it.
Right. And I love Jackie Chan. I've loved all his movies. Some of my favorite movies are like Rumble in the Bronx,
Favorite movie of all time.
Drunken
Love that
Master, Who Am I love those movies.
movie.
But
Oh my,
like,
so bad. Who
what-
am I?
who right? It's so great. He's at the top of the building, just screaming. It's great. It's so overly dramatic. It's fantastic. But the movie was kung fu. It wasn't karate. Why call it Karate Kid if he's learning fucking kung fu? He literally says kung fu like 1,000 times in the like. Don't call it Karate Kid because it's not. You could have called it anything else, and we'd have been like, "Hey, this is just like Karate Kid. It's kind
The
of
martial arts kid.
like or Kung Fu Kid that even has like
Yeah.
I'm
sure there's
yeah.
a movie named that already.
I think that's an NES video game actually.
I think so too. Yeah.
Kung Fu Kid. That sounds like
I think it is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Either
Yeah.
that or that's Kung Fu Fight or something like that. It's
Kung
one of
Fu
those.
Panda.
Yeah, well, Kung Fu Panda. That's a thing.
That is a movie.
And that's
several,
Jackie Chan,
and a TV
too.
Show. No, that's Jack Black.
Yeah, but Jackie Chan is the praying mantis in the movie.
Oh, is he? I didn't know that. Yeah. I did not know that.
Return to start, as you did it all.
Yep. All right, so like going back to what we were talking about with the whole like technology shift, because we left off at like MP3 players,
Right.
and then after you had the MP3 players, of course they kept trying to come out with better and better ones, and then Apple just stole the fucking game.
They took over, releasing that iPod. Just even the nanos, like they were small, but they were sufficient, and they had enough space to record everything you wanted or have everything you wanted. And MP3s are just so much easier.
Right, and that whole iPod boom is what started the whole, like, if you're not important, you don't have Apple in the
Yes,
zeitgeist. Like,
yes.
Because like
You're not rich if you don't have an Apple logo somewhere.
before that, Apple and Macintosh computers were cheaper. And mainly used for people in businesses,
And
like
schools.
and schools. You would never like.
And even
my-
that, you would be at the poor school.
My dad had a Macintosh at his house, and that's because his wife is a journalist.
I remember
You know,
we used that all the time.
Right, and they had zip drives and all this shit. Like, it's,
Zip drives. Oh my god.
God, shit, so many zip
iOmega, that was the
drives.
company. Oh my god. They had all kinds of drives. They just came out with something different every time, and it was all proprietary. And it
And-
used to drive me nuts.
And I remember like the do you remember
I remember.
the what's it called, the all-in-one PCs that the iMacs or whatever that like were all different colors because 90s.
Yep.
Um,
All built into the CRT monitor.
yeah, and then I had that. Remember when I lived in Glen, Burnie, I had the 95 Macintosh.
Yeah.
That like we would just mess with the voice recording, the voice to text, because it like Windows didn't have that yet.
No.
So-
No.
but
That was
dude,
the download software.
but dude, yeah, I just realized that when the iPod came out, that's when the whole like Apple is the most efficient entertainment device or
Steve Jobs
company
came
that
back
you could get.
and he made sure that the image and the brand were synonymous with that shit.
But I never owned like the regular iPods or like the iPod Nanos or anything like that.
Right.
I didn't buy one until the iPod Touch came out, because I was like, oh shit, a touchscreen thing, like that's
Mm-hmm.
dope as hell. I had that before I even had a fucking smartphone. I had like the Kyocera slider or whatever the fuck it was.
Oh my god, I remember the Kyocera. Nobody knows that brand.
And it's funny, like, cell phones were getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yeah, they were.
Until they realized we could watch porn on them.
And
So
then
they
they
started
became
making
bigger
them
and
bigger
bigger
and
and bigger
bigger.
and bigger.
And that started with the Sidekick, the Motorola Sidekick.
I had that Sidekick.
Yeah,
Remember?
I
love
know.
that
You
thing.
had yours where if you flicked the screen up, it would fly off.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think I broke more cell phones.
but yeah, after that, like, I never owned an Apple. Like, Apple is inferior. Like, when it comes to...
And proprietary, more
and-
expensive.
And proprietary. Like, yeah,
Their M1 chips now that they're making their own silicon, their M1 chips are superior in some things, but other than that, ever since beforehand, I mean, it's just since the iPod came out, everything that they released would be inferior than the direct competitor.
right, and even right now, look at their like the AirPods, which is a dumb fucking name for
Yeah, it's
headphones,
terrible.
by the way. It's fucking stupid. But like you can go to like Best Buy or any kind of technology store and buy a set of Bluetooth wireless headphones that are
Comparable.
and better sound quality.
Yeah.
Like you literally just have it's like you just stuff 2 pieces of plastic in your fucking ears. I use the
Galaxy Buds.
The Galaxy Buds.
I love those too. That's what I use.
and those are fucking great. Like they're fantastic. The sound quality's amazing. I've had them for like
I have
almost
a pair-
3 years now, and they still haven't. The only thing
Yeah.
is I gotta clean them. Like,
Yeah.
but if something's in your fucking ear, you're gonna need to clean it.
Yeah,
right?
and
Like,
if you do that and then charge them, they won't charge. Like if you blocked the charging port by any bit, it won't charge. That's
yeah,
a pain in the ass.
you
And I have a pair of
dirty
cheap,
ass ear funking.
Yeah, I have a pair of dirty ass. I have a pair of cheap ass little ones that even say like 71. It has an LED screen on it. It tries to look fancy, but it's really just a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like $40, and they sound better than most AirPods I've ever heard.
Right, and like they look
But
stupid.
The AirPod
Like,
Max ones that are the over the ear headphone ones.
and
Have you
how
seen
are they?
those?
How are they pods now? They're not.
I don't know. I
like-
don't know.
They're just fucking
Earphones.
headphones.
Yeah.
And Bose has been making those wireless headphones for 30 years.
Yeah.
Like.
Or Sennheiser,
but
who's been doing it for over 100.
before, remember they were like they weren't Bluetooth. They were like UF or some UF frequency. Like you'd have to plug that big ass receiver in your fucking stereo system, and you have like a fucking set of headphones with an antenna on top of it. Like,
Yeah. They did the same way they do it on the radio.
Right.
On your car, they hijack a radio signal and transfer it like that. That's what Bluetooth used to be.
yeah, it was a lot harder to get wireless shit back in the day.
Yeah.
Like
I
they-
remember
I mean, they
Atari
had
had
'em.
a wireless controller, but you know how it was wireless? They did fucking just like a TV remote control. It was RF.
RF, right.
Infrared.
Yeah, they did that with
Anything
the,
blocks the signal, it's off.
the NES, or as I grew up calling it, the regular Nintendo.
Yeah, that's
and
what it is.
Because you had the regular Nintendo and then the Super
Super
Nintendo.
Nintendo, yeah.
You know, your regular Super. Once you get Super, the
There's
first
regular.
one's regular.
Right.
That
That's something in gas.
Yeah. And then Premium. There's the Premium Nintendo, which was the better name than N64, I think. That would have been a
Yeah,
better.
premium Nintendo, yeah.
But, shit, I lost my train of thought.
AirPods.
Yeah, like, no.
I have to edit this.
No, yeah, we're gonna have to edit a lot, but they, I don't know, man. It's just like I to this day I still don't fall into the like you need to own Apple products thing. Like,
Yeah, I hate that. My
like oh,
daughter's
you're
all about
poor.
it.
You're poor if you don't own an Apple Watch. Like I have a Samsung one. Like
People
it's,
tell me I'm poor if I don't own anything Apple. I'll show them this office.
right, and it's fucking stupid. It's like yeah,
I built this. This is
Like-
my office.
great, you paid $1,000 for something I paid $200 for. It does the same exact shit.
And more.
Like really,
And I could buy a cable for $3.99 instead of $49.99.
right,
Like, all your cables aren't proprietary pieces of shit.
right. And why do they make their fucking why? And this is at every fucking cell phone company. You're all pieces of shit when it comes to this. Why do you make your charging cables made to fucking break? It's planned. It's planned obsolescence. They do it just so
Yep.
they can nickel and dime you for
Planned
for
obsolescence.
40 more fucking dollars because we changed from USB micro to USB-C. Like fuck you. Like keep it at one thing.
Well, they're trying USB-C now, and who's the one outliner? Apple. Lightning.
Yeah, I can go with the lightning
The
charger.
lightning port. Well, we're
Right.
doing that because if you throw away so much lightning ports, then there's a lot of stuff in e-waste. And I'm like, buddy, Apple is already 90% of e-waste because you've made it so that you have to have the latest and greatest.
Right.
Otherwise, you're nothing.
Hey,
Like, I had the only piece of Apple software or hardware that I own in this entire office, which is, I don't know how much I would say this is worth, but the only Apple product I own is a MacBook or a MacBook Pro 2011, and it's actually been hacked because I had to upgrade it. Like, because they do the planned obsolescence.
Right.
Once it's past a certain point, you can't connect to the Apple Store no more. You can't download. You can't do this. You can't do that.
yeah, they do it to force you to buy the new thing.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like extortion on a weird social level because
I
it's
can
like,
still, yeah, I agree.
like it's because it's like they're forcing you to buy this if you still want to do the shit that you were doing last week. Like that makes zero fucking sense.
And they definitely they make it so their commercials are like customized and made perfectly for the person who feels hoity-toity.
Right.
And is an artist and unique and a snowflake.
Well, if you want to put it in a different kind of terms, like Apple is the Disney of the technology world.
Oof, yeah,
like everything
definitely.
has to be Apple. It has just like shit. You walk into Disneyland, you'll find a Mickey Mouse shape on the bottom of your shoe some fucking how.
Mm-hmm.
Like they find a way to sneak it in there. It's just it's stupid. And
literally, you get fed stuff on Mickey Mouse paper and plates. They're Mickey Mouse on the cups, and the beer that they buy from wherever they get it has a Mickey Mouse tax.
Right.
And like, there's a Mickey Mouse, toilet paper. And literally, my great aunt used to steal Disney toilet paper to give as gifts.
Right, and then you know damn well at fucking Apple headquarters they have like fucking Apple with a bite taken out of it shaped plates, and they're fucking
Yeah. Wait, I guess this is where you put your little other Apple piece that's made for the dipping sauce.
Right, there's some guy in there 3D printing Apple shaped mouse pads. Like it's fucking stupid.
Oh, I know they have Apple.
But and all that nickel and dime bullshit has like stretched across almost every fucking platform you can possibly imagine. Like video games with their fucking microtransactions
And the gambling.
Like, are you serious? Like, no, I'm not gonna pay $10 for
the color green
for some stupid virtual coins so you can give me the same pair of boots I already had but green. Like, and it's all bullshit.
And
like,
they've got multiple ways that you can be a tier program, or not tester, and do different parts of the game that they haven't released completely yet. And they're just releasing games that are in beta. Fortnite's been in beta for how long? I don't know.
Right, and not only that, they have all these. They're crowdsourcing their work and not paying people for it. They're having all these people out there that are playing these games in alpha and beta,
and modding them
and telling them what they did wrong and what they're when they can finally release it. They have all this work done by random people on
Bethesda
Reddit.
Does that. We used to love Bethesda.
Yeah, I still
love them.
I still like Bethesda, but one of the best parts about their games is finding glitches, being able to fuck the game up or break the game.
And they know it too. Think about how buggy all of the Fallout games and all of the
Oh, they're insane with their overlapping menu screens that like you can select and then back out real quick and you still get the thing for free. Like, it's like the weird duplication glitches. This shit's fun.
Who didn't?
But then
duplicate dog meat 1,000 times.
Right. But then you have like nowadays, like, you can just pay to win almost every fucking game. And it's like, you don't understand how awesome it was to finally unlock that like secret character, or to like have to wait a month for like the gaming magazine to come out to see if there were any tips and tricks, even Tips and Tricks magazine shit.
Yep.
Like,
or just a demo disc. Discs were god.
Demos. That's how I played Metal Gear Solid for the first time. That's how I played a lot of like the NBA Street Ball.
That's where I
first
played Tony Hawk. And that game and me go way back.
Yeah.
But like just in general, everything like the pinata system in Fortnite, which I have to say loud enough not to get my kid to hear me.
Right.
Because you're bad talking about game. But they have pinatas. There's little what are they?
They're like donkeys or
they're
horses
llamas.
Yeah,
they're llamas, and you beat them up and you get a guess item. No, that is gambling. You are buying something you don't know the value of.
Yeah, like, and that's
gambling flat out.
That it's the same thing as buying like a fucking mystery box or playing a slot machine at a casino. It's the same fucking thing. You don't know what you're getting, and you're spending all this extra money to maybe one day kind of get the thing that you want. And like, it's ridiculous. And why are these game companies releasing 40% of a game and then selling us the fucking rest of it
in DLC?
Like, right, like, oh no, this is DLC. No, bitch, it's literally just an extension onto the current story, and you're just like making me pay for it because y'all wanted to get your money early. Like,
you know what used to happen if they released 40% of the game? That was the game you got.
Yeah.
That forever. You were stuck with it. They did do things like release a power pack so that the game could play properly on your N64.
Perfect Dark Zero.
Perfect Dark Zero.
Yeah.
And Donkey Kong.
Yep, Donkey Kong had needed a thing.
Yeah, they needed those packs because it wasn't, and they told you it was an RAM expansion, but it wasn't even that. It was just something that had the code, had a skipped part of code,
right,
that made it crash in that specific game.
Right, and I remember, and this is a thing that a lot of kids miss out on, is the disappointment of like renting Perfect Dark and not having the fucking thing for your
Yeah.
64. Because I did that shit. Because I loved GoldenEye, and I saw that that this Perfect Dark was coming out, and it was made by Rare, and it was basically GoldenEye.
Rare was the man back in the day.
Right, and it was basically GoldenEye, but like with this chick and like more futuristic
It
and
was
shit.
the
And I was like, fuck yeah, let's go to Blockbuster.
spiritual advisor.
And I rented that shit at Blockbuster, got home, couldn't fucking play it because I didn't have the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasted my $6 in my one video game rental that month.
Yep. Oh, I remember going, and I remember back when systems were so interchangeable and everything. Like, they cost money now. But when a Nintendo came out, do you remember that fucking stores used to rent Super Nintendos and Nintendos?
Yeah. All you
ever
needed
see
was a
anybody
credit
rent
card.
anything? Yeah. You ever see anybody rent a regular system nowadays?
No, because you can't.
Yeah.
Like people just steal it.
Yeah.
And not only that, like shit, we rented a Virtual Boy when that shit came
Oh,
out.
God,
We
that's
rented
a
that
bad
shit from
variant.
Blockbuster. Man, I played that shit for like 2 hours. I still see in red. Like that shit's fucking crazy.
That was a game system that came out.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
They tried to pretend that
It was 3D and virtual, and it was really just 3D and red.
and laser pointers jabbing you in the eyeballs. That's
Yeah, it was.
And
Everything was made out of laser pointers.
it had like 2 games, like Wario's World and like
It had
Mario
8 games
Tennis.
that came out in the entire country.
Well, those were the 2 games that I played.
Yeah.
It was like Wario World and
Tetris?
and Mario Tennis.
Yeah, tennis, yeah.
And that shit was fucking ridiculous.
I remember playing Tetris and the guy telling me, I remember it playing at a Game Crazy, which is gone now because the game stopped. Them devils bought up everything. I was working there when they started doing that.
Right.
And now it's Game Stonks. That makes me laugh so much. It's just the devil getting what it deserves. Anyways, I remember at a Game Crazy, they were offering to rent a Virtual Boy, and it was playing the game Tetris, which he said was one of the very few copies of the game in the world at that point.
Right.
And or not the world, in the country at that point. And I said, you know what? I actually believe that 100%. And it was a very rare game at the time, and just the amount of stuff Nintendo promised to do with that.
And they also
Ultra 64 Ultra 32. No, it was Ultra 64 and VR Project.
But Nintendo has been like the king of additional components.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
shit, even like the PlayStation, the original PlayStation was meant to be an add-on to the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
That's why there's that little piece at the bottom of the Super Nintendo that you can like
Pull off, it does
pull
nothing.
the latch off, and it looks like an old serial port.
Uh-huh.
And you were supposed to like plug the ROM drive into the bottom of that.
They haven't found any existing prototypes of those yet.
I've seen
what I'm
pictures.
disappointed.
I've seen
seen
pictures of
pictures,
it,
but I've
but
never
it's-
seen one in the wild.
It's definitely a thing.
The Nintendo DD for the N64. I've seen people like Metal Jesus, the YouTuber.
Mhm.
He's got a video where he pulled up and he bought a fucking American prototype Nintendo disc drive for the Nintendo 64, which is how they were originally supposed to release Ocarina.
Ocarina.
Yeah,
Ocarina.
Ocarina.
Yeah.
Well, they were supposed to release it on that.
Orca
and
whale.
yeah, I never actually played any Zelda. No.
I've played some of it.
And I'm a child of that day and age. Like,
It's weird. It's weird to. It's one of them situations where you know more about a subject without ever actually playing it that much.
yeah, I did. Same way with Star Wars.
Yeah, it's like I know a lot about that, but I've never actually watched it.
Never
or
watched it.
played
Done it. Nothing.
You know, but yeah, like Nintendo always had those weird like auxiliary components, like shit. You remember the first selfie device, the Game Boy camera?
Yeah, the Game Boy camera.
Pop that bitch on, then you had the Game Boy printer. You could print out this grainy ass fucked up picture of yourself.
So
with,
many
like,
things you could plug into that Game
and
Boy.
they had the first filters because you could put like sunglasses on yourself, or like like a hat or something weird, and then like
Or giant eyeballs.
with the Pokemon game, like if you played Pokemon Snap on your N64, you could go to a fucking Blockbuster that had a printing machine, and you could put your game into that machine, and it would print out your fucking Pokemon pictures as stickers, and they had like a competition where if you did the best one, you won like a Pokemon version of the N64 and shit. It was crazy.
Oh, I remember that.
And then like the
There's still some
regular
of those.
Game Boy, you had the magnifying glass with the light you could snap on the front of it, the battery pack that plugged into the AC
They had
outlet.
a whole encompassing
Like-
robot part that had bigger buttons and
Yeah,
everything,
dude.
like, and would turn up the music, even though the music on the iPod, the music on the Game Boy was already loud enough because it was right next to your face.
Oh man, that fucking terrible
Screen.
like they were making songs with a phone pad, like yeah, like fucking insane.
Oh no, so high pitched, right next to your face too.
Yeah, and then trying to pause if you were playing in the car at night, you had to pause it in between traffic lights, like street lights.
Yep,
Because you couldn't see it without a goddamn light. Cause
No.
no one I knew actually had the magnifying glass with the light on it. That was rich people shit. Like, I was lucky
Right.
enough to get the Game Boy. I remember going over, when I moved out of Baltimore into Pasadena, I remember going over to one of my friends' houses in Pasadena, and, like, I just had the Game Boy. It was missing, like, the battery cover and shit.
Is this gonna be my house?
And
or is this
no,
someone else's? Okay.
it was a kid from, like middle school.
Yeah.
I go over his house, and he has this big ass case that's shaped
like a Game Boy.
Boy, and you can open it up, and it could fit the Game Boy with like 30 fucking games in there and shit.
I
was like,
remember
what
the
hell
Game
is
Boy
this?
case. Yeah.
Like I never.
That was like some James Bond of Game Boy
Right.
shit.
like that. You knew
You were rich.
You knew you were rich if you were walking around with a Game Boy suitcase.
Yeah.
And you
Like
had
handcuffed to your cheek.
you had Mario Land 2 in that bitch, like ready to rock off. Like, but Jesus Christ, you remember leaving your PS1 on all night long because you didn't have a memory card, or it was full, and you'd have to turn it upside down so it wouldn't overheat. Like,
I do not remember that part, but I could totally understand that fully.
shit, dude. And then if with the PlayStation, this only happened for me for two different consoles. With the PlayStation 1, the original PlayStation, and the regular Nintendo, as we've gone over before, it's a regular Nintendo. If someone like was heavy-footed and stomped on the fucking floor too hard as they were walking, that game would be fucking off.
Yeah.
Like,
You'd be
the
back to
PlayStation
menu.
would freeze and just stop, and then it would corrupt your fucking memory card, and then the NES would just like start doing that green, blue, pink, purple.
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
And then you couldn't save games back then. You were lucky if the game had a code or like a password, like Mega
That was
Man.
100,000 characters.
Right, Mega Man, like
For
shit.
no reason, super long.
Dude,
Come on.
ridiculous. And if you were playing like NES, if you were playing Ninja Turtles, and that game turned off on you, you were beating the shit out of whoever called that shit to turn it off. Like,
To this day, to this day, the angry video game nerd.
yes,
You could just walk
you
across?
could just walk across.
What?
Oh man,
That
it
moment.
was so good and terrible at the same time.
Because it immediately brought you back to your childhood when you were like, what?
How many times did I jump across that
Yeah.
thing before I just ran?
Just read like, let's do it.
How many times did I turn the fucking thing off and go outside and play football or something because I was mad?
'Cause it's
Like-
I have to go outside. I'm so mad at video games.
Right. Which now they just film it and call themselves Triggered and throw a couple
Make a
hashtags
podcast.
in it. Like, he stole my loadout. I'm triggered. Like, all right.
But that's when I hear things like no cap, or hot dog water.
Hot dog water. Hot
What
dog
the
water.
fuck is that?
That makes me think of Limp Bizkit. Limp Bizkit was a band for old people.
You gotta explain it. I was just gonna let it go. You're gonna explain it. Okay, go ahead.
No, they had an album called Chocolate Starfish and Hot Dog Flavored Water, which is
Don't tell them what it's a reference for.
Dirty Buttholes.
No, you did it.
just buttholes is the chocolate starfish. Because if you look close enough at a butthole, it might appear as a starfish to you. I don't know what kind of acid that Fred Durst was on when he... Because like that cover for that is like aliens and shit. Like, it's weird.
Now that every time I look at Rick and Morty's eyeballs...
What do you think about?
Chocolate starfish.
Chocolate's why?
Chocolate starfish.
Why?
Because
they're just circles with dots in them.
No, Rick and Morty's eyeballs are little asterisks.
Yeah, they're just little spots. Though it's like
but they have the lines. It looks like a little starfish to me.
Huh. So you think of buttholes, or now due to transitive property, do you think of Limp Bizkit?
I think of Limp Bizkit.
Now it's gonna be like every time you see a butthole, I think of Fred Durst.
Oh God! I think that was that.
Move in now, move out.
Oh my God!
Oh shit!
Maybe that's what he meant by rolling.
There was 17 people that laughed really hard at that.
It's a joke, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
The rest of the row was like, who?
And then they'll Google Fred Durst, and the most recent picture will pop up of him, and he looks like somebody's lesbian aunt. Like, it's.
I thought the most recent I've seen, I saw Shaggy 2 Dope try to drop kick him at a music festival.
Yeah, was that him? I thought it was somebody else.
No, it was Shaggy 2 Dope trying to drop kick Fred Durst.
I forgot that was Fred Durst, and didn't Yeah.
Then he missed completely and got tackled by security.
And he hurt himself because he's old and shouldn't be drop kicking anyone.
Yes.
Like, you literally broke your back in the prime of your life doing dumb shit like backyard wrestling, like we all did, but then grew out of as adults. Like, but I understand you have a gimmick to maintain, and
live the gimmick, never die, kayfabe for life.
Right, never give up. You're always on, right?
Yeah,
like,
always on, always in character.
Yep.
And that would have been a difficult life to live, since I just kind of smushed RVD and The Rock together for my character.
At first, it sounded like you said our VD.
That's
we share.
Like,
we share our
venereal
VD.
diseases are definitely community based.
They are shared.
They are shared. So
it's
Oh my God!
It was they were the first viral things before videos.
Oh my God!
Oh God!
Oh. I feel like this conversation and this podcast now needs a couple of different shots.
Of what?
Of like medication for the.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like.
I'm trying to think of what the term is used.
Injections?
No, what are
vaccines? That's a big one. There you go. It's hard to forget that word nowadays.
Yeah, that's the word I forgot in 2021.
Yeah,
I forgot the word
vaccine. Yeah, that's not something you're.
Let's not talk about that.
No, that's
like I feel like no matter what anybody says these days,
no matter your opinion, you're gonna catch hate. But that's life nowadays.
Yeah.
No matter what your opinion is, you're gonna catch hate from it. But also, I feel like if you have a public page or a public outlet in which you portray your opinion, you should be able to take the backlash from it. Like if you don't want the world to know what you're saying, then send it in a private message or don't say it at all.
Keep it to yourself.
But if you put that shit out on like Twitter or fucking Facebook, like, and leave your shit public, that's you're leaving the door open for trolls to just come on in and talk shit.
You're advertising yourself.
I know I've trolled numerous motherfuckers just for, like, they'll post dumb shit like you shouldn't eat margarine because it's 1 molecule away from being plastic. Fuck you. You know how many different things are 1 molecule away from killing you? Like,
is that a real thing?
Yeah, dude. Like, my aunt posted this shit. It was like,
God.
The history of margarine. Do you know it was invented to fatten up turkeys? Like, great. I love fat turkeys. They're delicious. But, like, it's like, and the worst thing is, at the very bottom of the list, it was like, and the worst thing is, it's 1 molecule away from being plastic. Yeah, well.
So was that written by the butter community?
Carbon dioxide, probably. It's butter propaganda.
Butter propaganda, yes.
It's, I can't believe it's not Butter's PR crew.
Yeah.
Like, it's,
yeah.
But, like, it's ridiculous. Like CO2 is like carbon dioxide is one molecule of oxygen away from being carbon monoxide and fucking your shit up.
Yeah.
Like, but everybody uses CO2 to clean their fucking computers. Like, it's, you know, everything.
I don't anymore. I don't. I actually have the air compressor. Yeah,
air compressors are better. But like, it's the same shit. Like with GMOs, y'all fuck me up with GMOs. You fuck me up so hard with that shit.
Y'all misunderstand the phrase so bad, too.
You're fucking stupid. Do you know what bananas used to look like? They were like the size of fucking Twinkies. And
how long they lasted?
And it had large black seeds in them. That's why if you break a banana in half, you see them little black dots. Those are what the seeds used to fucking be. Everything you eat has been genetically modified.
For centuries.
God damn it. Like, people don't even understand, like, there's a term that's called life gives you lemons. Make lemonade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Life didn't give us fucking lemons. We made them. Lemons don't exist in the fucking wild. They're a combination of the lime and the citron orange. Like, life didn't give you lemons. We fucking made them. Same thing with broccoli or cauliflower. That shit don't exist in the wild. It's derived from the mustard seed. It's all genetically modified bullshit. How do you think you get seedless watermelons, you fucking idiot? Like,
it's touched a button.
But yeah, it's stupid. Like, they're all fighting no GMOs, non-organic. You know how many fucking groundhogs?
I need it fed from my table, from farm to table.
You know how many groundhogs, rabbits, chipmunks, fucking gophers, voles, moles that these fucking places kill all the time to stop them from eating their fucking vegetables and fruits and shit. And it's like, oh, but we eat the non-GMO. Farmers sit outside with fucking pellet guns and shoot. Like,
yeah, you have no idea how much
just shoot rodents. And it's like, I can only eat non-GMO.
And that's if you're from a small farm. If you're from a giant corporation that's, collecting and making these fruits to be for mass consumption,
right,
they're using pesticides.
Oh, 100%. They're like, but ours are all natural. Like, eat a dick.
They're still killing.
Everything you eat is genetically modified. Like, it's fucking, it's ridiculous. Everything you eat. Like, I'm sorry. I could talk about shit because I'm kind of fat. I can talk about food for hours. Like, why do vegans have to eat shit shaped like meat if they don't want to eat meat? Like,
yeah, I never understood that either. The Impossible Burger? No, it shouldn't be impossible. All hamburgers should be made of ham.
If you don't want to eat it, why try so hard to make shit taste and look like it? Like, I don't understand. Like, all you're doing is admitting that it's fucking delicious and you want your damn bean curds to taste like it. Like, that's all you're saying.
Bean curds.
It is. It's fucking tofu. It's just fucking. It's just beans.
Super Tofu Boy didn't have enough blood, or
fucking.
They were making fun of PETA.
The Beats Killer Tofu, motherfucker.
Oh my god. O-E-O.
Killer Tofu. Dude, I watched this video recently about how, like, if you go back and watch Doug, about how boring that show actually fucking is.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, it's literally, because it's just a show about a nerdy white kid writing in a journal.
Oh, yeah, and it's so boring.
Talking to his fucking hyper.
But it was life.
Yeah, it was. At the time, but now I understand why it was in the block it was in. It was, like, meshed in between, like, Rocko's Modern Life and, like, fucking Cat Dog or something. Like, it was
Rugrats.
Rugrats, right. There was always, like...
And Rugrats is just as dull.
If you want to watch the shows you like, you gotta sit through Doug. Like, oh man.
Oh my god. That's like TGI of Friday. You sat through Step by Step.
Right. You sat through Step by Step to get the Family Matters, which eventually just turned into the Steve Urkel show.
Yeah. People forget that was actually about the family.
Yeah, and it was like he was just supposed to be a side character that came on one time, and then they were like, "Fuck it, we're keeping him." Like,
he's the new show.
Yep. Jaleel White.
Jaleel White. Yeah. He's still living off fucking Urkel.
Well, and he was also the voice for Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, he was.
Like, he's done a lot of fucking voiceover work and shit. He's still doing work.
I'd do voiceover work in a minute. Just hire me, Chris Cowan.
Right, if anybody hears this and thinks my voice is nice.
You just stole away any customer I had. He's got a voice made for podcasts. I don't like it.
And a face.
Yeah, definitely a face.
But
it's alright, I have a face too. It's also as unequally attractive.
Yeah, that's why we went with an audio medium.
Yeah.
Occasionally you get some video clips and you'll understand what we're talking about. Yeah.
He looks like, kind of like Travis from GTA 5.
Travis?
Trevor. From
Yeah,
GTA 5.
A little bit less hair loss though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's. A little bit less.
And me, I'm just an Irish piece of shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Imagine if a leprechaun had gigantism.
I like that. I like that.
It's kind of like how when you look at somebody and you think that like they were supposed to be a little person, like Chris Benoit. Chris Benoit always looked like he was shaped like a little person, but normal size. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
You lived that life of inadequacy, and it fucking made him snap.
Yeah. I think it was all the flying headbutts for 30 years.
It might have been. It might have been.
Motherfucker had some serious CTE and just snapped. Like,
Yeah. Hey, Brad, guess what? Did you hear? Hitting yourself in the head might be a bad thing.
It might be.
It might be a bad. We're gonna have to do some more studies, but fucking around with your brain so that it shakes inside of your skull, that might be bad for us. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, occasionally, probably not that good.
Yeah.
Maybe. And
not confirmed.
I have not been paid by the NFL to say that it maybe might actually hurt you. Who knows?
I've not been paid by the
But I have
NFL.
not. I can neither confirm nor deny. Oh shit! Yeah. All right, if you made it this far, thank you very much. This is the end of our first official episode of the podcast. We had a few audio issues that are going to be fixed in later episodes, but yeah.
Now, if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure you visit the website www.looserealityinc.com, and you can leave your comments, your concerns, anything you want to add or us to talk about or feature on the podcast. You can go there. We also have a Discord server on the website.
Yeah, and once again, thank you very much. Look forward to the next episode.
Bye-bye!
Chocolate starfish.
Chocolates, why?
Chocolate starfish.
Why?
Because
They're just circles with dots in them.
No, Rick and Morty's eyeballs are little asterisks.
Yeah, they're just little spots. It's like
But
an
they have
ink-
the lines. It
it's
looks
like
like a
an ink
little starfish to me.
spot. Huh. So you think of buttholes. Or now, due to transitive property, do you think of Limp Bizkit?
I think of a biscuit.
Now it's gonna be like every time you see a butthole, I think of Fred Durst.
Oh God! I think that was.
Move in now, move out.
Oh my God!
Oh shit.
Maybe that's what he meant by
There
rolling.
was 7